The December issue of Travel and Leisure magazine named Italy their Destination of the Year for 2021. But at the Flying Longhorns, I would say that Italy is our destination of the year absolutely every single year. It's our best-selling and most beloved destination. Italy is just a feast for the senses. Your eyes are going to be delighted by the ancient architecture in Rome, the sight of the canals and gondolas in Venice, or seeing that picture-perfect rocky beach at the foot of a dramatic cliff on the Amalfi Coast. Everywhere you go in Italy, the scenery is going to be very different. Every region has its own specialty, but what stays the same is the incredible friendliness of the people, the wonderful food that you're going to eat in Italy, and some of the just incredible wines that you'll be able to sample along the way. Some of them grown and produced just steps away from where you're opening that bottle. In today's video, you're going to hear from a few different people sharing with you what they love about Italy and reminding you of why you love it as well. We're going to be hearing from some of our travel partners, some Italian travel directors who host our groups in their home country when we come to visit, and also some of your fellow Flying Longhorns sharing their own Italy travel memories with you. We hope you enjoy it.
Hi y'all, my name is Adam Sparks. I'm an Austinite and I'm married to a Texas ex. It has been my great pleasure to have led Flying Longhorns trips to Italy since 2015, most recently our 2019 tour to the undiscovered south of Italy. Now I think part of the reason why so many travelers love Italy is that Italy isn't just one thing. Each corner of the peninsula has its own unique history, culture, and cuisine, allowing you to visit Italy a half dozen times and have a half dozen unique experiences. Now, like so many others, I fell in love with Italy while traveling through Rome and Tuscany and Venice, but my heart was stolen during my first foray into Italy's exotic south. When you're in the south of Italy, you feel a deep tie to history and the past. Experiences like staying in a Stone Age cave hotel or participating in the millennia-old tradition of the olive harvest make a visit to the south of Italy a window into an ancient world that is at once colorful, magical, and pulsing with life. The south of Italy is like its own country, which is no surprise since for most of the last 1,000 years, it was an independent nation. Life is slower in the south, and there's a Mediterranean ethos of enjoying today and not worrying about what tomorrow may bring. From late-night dinner and dancing at a medieval masseria in Puglia, to sailing in the Bay of Naples to picturesque fishing towns, it's impossible to leave the south of Italy and not feel impassioned and alive. Even after numerous visits, Italy still has countless surprises for the intrepid explorer, none more alluring than the exotic south. We invite you to join us sometime in southern Italy and fall in love with a new, yet ancient side of this amazing country.
We had the opportunity to join the Flying Longhorns on the Undiscovered Italy trip organized by Sophia Travel. This amazing trip explored southern Italy and took us to many less traveled gems of this country. Travel agency owner and guide Adam Sparks is extremely knowledgeable and brought the sites to life.
The trip was beautifully organized and included very comfortable accommodations, delicious food, opportunities to develop new Longhorn friendships, and we had perfect weather. Highlights for us included Naples, Pompeii, Matera, and it was a photographic feast. We highly recommend this trip.
Buongiorno. My name is Chiara and I am an HI travel director. When I was asked to do the Taste of Italy video for the University of Texas, I was very happy. In fact, I had the pleasure to lead Texas Exes groups in Italy and elsewhere in the world, and I hope I will welcome you again as soon as possible. I am home. As you can see behind me, there is the beautiful Florence. It's not a bad home, it's a beautiful home. And you can see the gorgeous skyline dominated by the Brunelleschi's dome and other major monuments. I also have something very beautiful in front of me and I would like to show you to you. So let's move a little bit farther so you can see what I'm looking at.
And here we are. Behind me, there is one of my favorite churches in town. It is the Church of San Miniato, one of the oldest in Florence, built in 1018, and still nowadays a dear place for Florentines. We crossed the river and we've reached Santa Croce neighborhood. I'm standing right now in a beautiful historical square with the Gothic church of Santa Croce just behind me. Outside the church, you can probably see a statue, which is dedicated to Dante, the poet of all poets. I couldn't end this stroll in the city center without mentioning Dante, who invented the word bel paese, which means beautiful country, referring to Italy. So this is the end. I hope you enjoy this taste of course, Florence, which is home for me, and of Italy in general. I couldn't show you as much as I wanted, but please come. You'll be always welcome. And by the way, you probably noticed the light. It's almost 9 o'clock, and it's time to run home for a good glass of red wine. Arrivederci. See you soon.
Hi, I'm Christine Gilbert. I love traveling with the Flying Longhorns. Lake Como was on my bucket list, so I signed up. It was called Lake Como, Italian Lakes, and Milan, or Village Life Around the Italian Lakes. Our first trip was to Stresa and the Borromean Islands on Lake Maggiore. And on the way, we passed George Clooney's estate. We visited the Museo del Paesaggio in Verbania and saw a tiny bit of Verbania, and then we went on to the Isola del Pescatori, or Island of Fishermen, where we visited the Fishermen's Museum. We loaded into the boat again and went on to have lunch in Stresa, and we had a special boat take us to Isola Bella, where we visited a palace and gardens, and it was just beautiful. The next day we were taken by bus to Milan, where we toured the Duomo, had lunch in the Gallery of Vittorio Emanuele, toured the La Scala Opera House, which was fabulous. The next day was probably my favorite, when we had a private boat tour on Lake Como and visited the Villa del Balbianello, with its beautiful buildings, landscaping, and collections of art. From there we went to Bellagio, with its wonderful shops, where I bought 2 pairs of shoes and some scarves, and we had a nice lunch there. Our last day was a day of leisure in Como, and we got to see whatever sights we had missed and do more shopping.
We hope you enjoyed this vicarious trip to Italy today, and that it reminded you of some incredible travel memories of your own. When the time is right, we can't wait to go back there with you, raise a glass, and toast to many wonderful trips that we've all shared together. Until then, stay safe and hook 'em horns.